あ、マイクは大丈夫?
Okay, we are back. Now, as I was saying, if these cars are rocking, don't come a knocking.
はい。
Is there an English expression there for you? You
本当?
just, yeah, we say that. Do you have anything like that in Japanese? No?
あんまりないけど。
No equivalent in Japanese. But the point is, don't kiss in public.
はい。
Right?
あんまりね。
Yeah, right. Okay. Anyway, well, Japanese are not big kissers anyway, I think.
でもね、本当はしていいと思う。ハグとかもしていいと思うんだけど。
Yeah, it's fine to hug. Yeah, they're just not used to it. But there was some article about Japanese girls being weird kissers. I think. Oh, you know who it is? Mexican Samurai 100 talked about that on the Comical Reina channel. So, yeah, you guys are apparently not great kissers as a race. As a country, but I'm sure there's exceptions. Anyway, next, number 7.
Number 7は Don't rip the wrapping paper of present.
Lip my stocking.
あ、それはまた違うでしょ。ビリビリビリ。
Don't rip the wrapping paper off the presents.
プレゼントもらった時は
When you get a present,
そうそう、なんかね、大事にしまう。
You should treat it like a precious gift because it's a gift. Right?
でも最近はIt has changed.
Well, it's changed recently.
It's changed.
Yeah. So you just rip it off, right?
まあそこ、まあなんだろうって開けて、わあありがとうって。
So kids in America, we love to rip the presents right off. Big mess. But in Japan, they take it off very carefully and often fold it very carefully.
そうなの、その紙をね、後で使うの。
Really? You use it? They reuse it.
Your mother does that. だって使える。
Your mother does that? Okay, number 8.
はい、ナンバー8は Don't use first names or あなた with your boss or teacher.
I think it depends.
あなたって言うとちょっときつい時がある。
Sometimes anata is tough, but you can use anata with your husband.
まあそうだね、あなたって可愛く言えばいいんじゃない？あなた、あなたって。
And yeah, I've had when I've worked in Japanese companies before, and they say anata wa.
だから the way 言い方で。
Oh yes, I always tell my students intonation is the most important.
そうなの、そうなの。
So it depends on how you say it. It's not, so we don't completely agree, right? Sometimes it's okay. Number 9.
Number 9は Don't take the first no, thank you literally.
Yes, especially in Kyoto, I hear. いいです、いいです、いらないです。
No.
So when you give someone a present or invite them, they say, ダメです、いいです, or they won't accept it.
No.
Especially when you give a present. そんな、do it.
いいです、そんな、とんでもないのが。
You give her a present.
いいです。
Women often do this to me when I unwrap my present.
でもそれは本当は欲しいというか。まあね、
but actually they do want it, so you should offer again and again.
そう。
Right?
何回もね。
But yeah, but it depends what you're offering. Like just a present. We're not talking about kissing, right? If you offer a kiss and they say no, no still means no in Japan. Okay, I got that. All right.
そうです。No ですね。だからそう。
We're only talking about. Okay, number 10.
はい、ナンバー10はDon't start eating without saying いただきます。
Don't start eating without saying いただきます。Right.
で最後にはごちそうさまでした。
At the end, say ごちそうさまでした。One more time. At the beginning.
いただきます。
いただきます。いただきます。And at the end.
ごちそうさまでした。
Okay, those are some things. Now, that's pretty. Come on.
Yes.
Of course. What are you, a dummy? Yeah. But it's not, again, if you're with foreigners.
アメリカンはなんて言うの？何も言わないの？
We hold hands and pray.
Thank you
for. No, some people say grace. Thank you for the food we're about to receive. Right. But some people don't do anything. Right. They just dig in. We always say dig in.
Yeah.
Dig in. Anyway. What are some other things we should warn them? New foreigners, the new gaijin, the new bloods.
そうね。
Peanuts. Mixed nuts.
なんだろうね。日本人の人に英語で話す。Well,
what about this? I do some things that I think I sometimes shouldn't. When I go to a restaurant, I get an oshibori. And I love, putting the oshibori on my face. Oh, I'm just wiping my whole...
気持ちいいよね。
Feels great. I don't wear makeup, so...
I like that. But...
Do you do that?
でも、それはあんまりやらない方がいいのかな。
You shouldn't do that. Right? Oh, I know. Don't touch people with your feet. ね、足で。
トントンって?
Yeah. Don't touch people with your feet.
そうだね。
Right? In Thailand, don't touch people's heads. I've heard it's bad. But in Japan, touching people with your feet is supposed to be impolite, I think.
あとちょっとエッチな感じだよね、きっ
Or
とね。
kind of skebe, etchy. It's kind of pervy.
Pervy だ。 うん、なるほど、そうね。
Really? What else?
あとはやらない方がいいこと、別にでもね。
There must be some stuff. If you guys can think of it, I'm kind of drawing a
そうだ
blank.
ね。うん。
If you can think of some things that you've
あった
done,
ら答えます。うん。
and put them in the description there. Okay.
はい。
I'll tell you some things that I thought were funny that Japanese do that are special that foreigners do not do. I've had ex-girlfriends. Let me see, ex, who would come to my house, use my toilet, and then fold the toilet paper into a triangle. And even students at school do it. Like they'll use the toilet, and the toilet paper comes out, and they'll fold it into a little triangle.
Yes, yes.
So the end is just like the end of instead of being flat, like when you just ripped it or serrated, it's a little triangle.
In a restaurant, in a shop, お店はね。
And once,
そうなの。
once, one of my buddies came over, and he's like, "Dude, did you have a girl over here?" I'm like, "Yeah, how'd you know?" And he goes, "Your toilet paper's in a triangle." So for those of you who are hiding the mistress, make sure she doesn't do that.
Not holding the paper.
Don't fold the paper.
Don't hold it.
But one of the things that you should do that foreigners don't seem to do. One of Adam, the Gaijin, Adam, what's his name? Cajun Gaijin. One of his buddies never hosanai ne, futon. You should take your futon and air it out. Ideally every day if you have time in the sun. A lot of foreigners never do that. I just leave their futon on the ground or on their tatami mat all day. We air it out every day. A lot of people don't have washing machines here. You would think because of the space, right? A lot of people don't use washing machines. I'm sorry, drying machines. Of course, washing machine. Drying machines, dryers. They just they hang everything outside.
そうです。
Right? That's another thing we do.
だから布団も外干してパンパンと叩くの。
Right. Things like that.
そうだね、違うね。
I can't really think of. I can't think of anything. But if you guys can think of it, put it in the description. Anyway, that's all for now. Right? Thanks everyone. I'm
Thank
Victor.
you for watching.
Tomoko. And see you guys soon. Bye.
Bye. ありがとう。
Remember to give us ratings and if you're new to the channel, subscribe. Okay? Thanks. Oh, off. Where's the off button?